Street. And here at Oriole Park at Camden Yards, it is time for Game 1. They've won 100 games for the 6th time. They've won the American League East for the 10th time. Was looking ahead to the postseason to come. Game 162 is next. At City Connect Jersey out on Utah Street, which has been hopping for the last couple of hours.
7 years old, and what a season it's been for Bradish, making his 30th.
And it will conclude today with what we expect to be a pretty short start. First pitch, as Alex Verdugo drives the ball to center, and there is a birthday boy, the newly minted
143 on that curveball.
Yeah, and that two-seamer gives 19 points lower than the four-seamer.
And he's almost really, for me,
that four-seamer looked really good. James McCann with an X.
Yeah, I think the hardest thing, you know, when you're getting ready for the postseason in baseball. Come on, Sean.
And that's a ridiculous sinker. Wow.
That looked like a wolf seam fastball does, which is kind of unusual.
I'm kind of wondering because you hold it with the seams and
on the seam. As you mentioned, that's the idea with the new cameras that they got in the.
And Turner knocks one out of play. Another running sinker
From lefties, and it made those pitches right there that much better. And that's what it did. You get inside with that.
First strikeout now, Masataka Yoshida. There's strike one. Right and left, but for a first year adjusting to baseball in the United States after career
year on his contract.
Out of the glove of James McCann, 2-1. Yoshida knocks one out of play, 2-2.
Let's take a look at the Orioles defense. Terrific year for him. Westberg, Henderson, Frazier, O'Hearn, James
Martin left field. As Bradish gets that call this time on the sinkers.
On the inside part.
Tanner Houck, a pitcher, he's hit pretty well, 5 for 16.
Assortment of pitches. There's the slider. It's one of his best pitches. When you consider 3 weeks, hard, you know, liquid diet and all that. I mean,
the Orioles have hit him well.
That's the slider, which has been one of the signature pitchers in spin. Henderson to the left side. That's the shortstop, Trevor Story, who throws him out.
But it is a career high. He's at a career high 100 innings pitched. That's the most in his career. Ties a career high and went to be a full-time starter.
Well, he gets righties out better. So I think, you know, because nowadays you got to face 3 batters, so it's hit him a lot better. 285 with 11 of his 14 home runs.
Well, the pitchers have been really solid.
Or was it 2 for 11, I guess, last night with runners in scoring position. So all kinds of options.
Yoshida in left, Abreu in center. Verdugo gets to start in right field. Your double play cop.
Second walk. That leads the Orioles as Anthony Santander takes a slider off the plate. Santander is not going to get to that big round 800 number.
Are you going to maybe you need to explain what OPS is?
Yes, somewhere in there.
730, yeah.
Uh-oh.
That's hit high by too far off the end of the bat. Oh.
Whoa.
Uh-oh. Ryan O'Hearn, center field. Abreu's going to catch this one.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, but this is our last television game broadcast of the year as our friend's 3rd most wins in a season in franchise history. 1-1. Kyle Bradish Sunday. Orioles have not announced their postseason rotation, but I'll tell you what, guys, pretty much
it's hard to believe that Bradish can get anybody out that he won't pitch.
Right at 1 over their last 7 games. So this is probably the best stretch that the Orioles starters have had in this.
1 ERA. It's their best mark all year. A high fastball puts away Story.
That's going to be key for him again in the postseason to establish fastball in, speed those bats up, and get
season in limited time. 27 games with the Red Sox. He's picked September.
And then threw another game in there with the 3rd game with 3 hits.
Yeah, they've lost a lot of their power. I mean, you go back and look in 2021, they hit 209. Worst month of the year.
How about this two-seamer today? Bradish is absolute.
3rd and no chance at all for Abreu. This is Kyle Bradish's hand is better. Homers are down.
Strikeouts are up.
It's a pretty good combination.
Other than that,
what?
Fouled away by Bobby Dahlbeck, the Red Sox player.
You're a big league guy.
Yeah, you mentioned was a reliever in college.
Another strikeout on a wiffle ball sink.
Punch out the side. Don't top it out. How about punch out the last 5?
Fast, but it's also been slow all at the same time.
Did you take offense to the fact that Kevin?
Oh, I don't remember that. Are you watching the games back?
You know, my dad sent it to me. No, I'd definitely say you get me started in the morning with a couple cups of coffee. I'll be definitely more orders and just kind of announcing how important my faith has been in that journey. You know, definitely cherish that moment for forever.
So you're just recycling your material with us? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'll never.
You made some changes down there. You know, you got some help at AA, and then you went back up to AAA, and you know,
and that little bit of time off in the All-Star break, there's some things that kind of, you know, just crept into my at that point. You know, taking the time to, you know, create consistency with it, and you know, luckily
when you guys won the AL East.
I mean, there really isn't anything. You know, there's no word like. It was extremely emotional, and you know I couldn't be like happier that it was me.
High leverage situations in the playoffs that are coming.
So I like to kind of equate it to starting. You know, when you're a starter, I've had last year and this year as a starter. You know, I feel pretty comfortable kind of going in. You know, you're going in as a reliever, as a starter. You got to be able to go in there and make pitches. So, you know, it's probably the most fun I've ever had playing baseball. You know, I think that you see guys like Gunnar, you know, house, you know. And, you know, you learn so much from, you know, other position players, older. And, you know, I'm hoping that we take all those experiences that we've had this year.
Have you escaped that yet?
No, I haven't quite escaped it yet. They call it my alter ego. So once I just embraced it and had fun with it.
Tyler, so great to talk to you as always. We came Saturday. The Orioles will begin their bullpen parade today. We should see a host.
Became a reliever. He says most of the guys, the lefties, they cover out over the plate. He said the
first game, and that's a kind of swing we've seen a lot against Danny Coulomb this year. Swings outside the zone, and he gets a swing in the zone here. O'Hearn at first. This is going to be a tight play. Orioles over the last 4 decades. Kyle Bradish has just been
against the Red Sox, you know, lifetime, and with an ERA of over 8 runs.
Strike 2, Connor Wong, the Red Sox catcher.
And don't think that the advantage. Just watch him. So he can't get over there, which is why he didn't cover first, and a routine out is a base hit.
Danny Coulomb, so he can do a little bit of everything.
Into right, Verdugo. That one's in 100th RBI now. Has a chance to do so with a single. Typically great. There goes the runner. Valdez to third. The throw is off the glove of Wes Gore. And Verdugo.
100th RBI.
And a ground ball to short, and Henderson boots it. And the Red Sox get 2 in the third against Danny Coulomb. Justin Turner, a ground ball foul. So an E6 right now. It would have been a tough play, but the official ruling at the moment is no R and 1 out.
I was reading Turner is not guaranteed to come.
That's inside 3-2. Turner hits a ground ball outside of third and foul. Got an early 2. There's a strikeout of Turner and a cutter. And 2 strikeouts in the inning for Danny.
Normally, you'd 10 of 4, or you'd be in about the 7th inning.
Fouled away by Yoshida, and we don't have official start time, but it seems like. By the way, just to finish the thought on that, Blue Jays Rays are not. Yoshida cracks one into center, and Cedric Mullins will.